Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the meeting of the Exec Cabinet Member for Adults and Community Housing. It's Monday, the 7th of July, 2025. The first item on the agenda is monitoring of Exec Cabinet Member decisions. The report has been circulated for your consideration. If you've got any questions or comments, please raise your hand. No hands. All right, that's fine. So that's noted. Next item, we've only got one to discuss. Family Intervention Housing Related Support Service Commissioning Arrangements. Again, the report has been circulated in advance, but we've got Mark on the call to speak to this. Mark, over to you.
Thanks, Councillor. This report seeks to approval from the executive member to award a contract without competition to the organisation Bolton at Home to provide the family intervention housing related support service for a further 12 months, and also to approve an uplift to the contract value for this period of £70,000, which is to be split between housing services and children's services. The Family Intervention Housing Related Support Service was established to offer targeted support for families at risk of homelessness, with an emphasis on tenancy support and addressing underlying housing related concerns. It has been in operation for a number of years, 12 I think, so quite a significant amount of time, and helps to prevent homelessness for families through outreach or housing within Bolton at Home's family intervention units. The service currently works concurrently with up to 22 families with an average of 4 hours outreach support. Whilst the service ostensibly meets a range of outcomes across directorates, there is a need to assess this service against alternative models of service delivery, but there is limited time in which to achieve this prior to the current contract cessation, which is at the end of July. This process will be undertaken during the period of extension that is requested through this paper. The Community Services Flexible Purchasing System is a procurement mechanism that shares similar features to a framework agreement, in that it includes a range of providers that have previously completed due diligence before being selected to be appointed to that particular framework, and are able to therefore bid for contracts through mini competition or by direct award. The 12-month contract through this paper is looking at a direct award through that framework arrangement. There are two options noted within the report. Option 1 is approve the award of the 12-month extension from August 2025. This is the preferred option. Option 2 is the contract will cease at the end of July. The support to the 22 families being supported through the programme, to include the 3 families in the family intervention units, will end. And we'll have to work through the consequence of that through any homelessness risks through the housing options team. The cost of the service is £174,000, with, as I've noted, contributions of £35,000 being made by housing, £35,000 made by children's services, and £104,000 which is from the existing supporting people's budget that has funded this role over quite a long period of time. Recommendations in the report are the executive cabinet member is recommended to award the contract without competition for the delivery of the family intervention service to the incumbent provider Bolton at Home for a further 12 months from the 1st of August 2025. This will be awarded via the Community Services Framework, as noted. Approve the additional £70,000 uplift, split equally between children's and housing budgets, as noted in the report, and agree for commissioning to undertake a detailed service review and needs assessment and bring a further paper to the ECM within the period of this contract for a decision on future commissioning proposals, and to also authorise the Borough Solicitor to carry out any necessary legal formalities. Welcome any questions.
Thanks, Mark. I'll open it up to opposition members first. Please stick your virtual hand up if you want to ask a question. Okay, none. Oh, go on, Andy. Councillor Morgan, sorry.
Thanks, Sean, and apologies, my camera's still not working, so you'll just have to look at my blank face. It's just, I don't have a problem with the recommendation. It's just, why do we think nobody else wants to run this service? And what justification did Bolton at Home give for that increase of 70,000, if any?
I think certainly it came as a little bit of a surprise to us when no one else was willing to bid for it. Some of that, I think, is actually framed around them having accommodation to either operate some of the service from, particularly the intervention units, but also establishing an outreach service at the cost indicated in this report is pretty challenging. It's the reason why, onto your second point, that an uplift has essentially been requested, because the cost of providing quite intensive service to a relatively small number of families, but but in 22 is still a significant number. Again, comes with increased cost, and Bolton at Home's position was that they were essentially running this service at a loss, hence the request for an uplift. But as we've noted in the report, I think over the next 12 months we'll be in a much stronger position to outline what we need in terms of outcomes from a function like this, and make any changes to the way we'd want to procure that in the future, well within the time frame of this contract.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Andy, and thanks, Mark. Yeah, I guess, going from 104,000 to 174,000, that is a really big increase. And so we need to get that review done, because otherwise Bolton at Home have kind of got us over a barrel, haven't they, for in 12 months' time. So we can't leave these people high and dry, but at the same time, we don't want to be at the mercy of one organisation that can just demand whatever it likes effectively from us. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy to accept the recommendation, but we really need to move on with the review so we can look at a different way of doing this so that it's a bit more competitive. And I'm sure that's what you're looking at. So yeah, Susan, recommendations accepted.
Approved. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Well, that concludes the business today. There's an informal briefing for me after this, which is in the diary at past, but we might as well just do it right away if everybody's available. Yep. Okay. Well, probably didn't need to be recorded, that bit, but it's not a secret that we have meetings that aren't recorded in the council, is it? So
No,
thanks, everybody.
not.
Thank you, Sean. Cheers.
See you later. Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.